You have to really love it because there are ups and downs, and when you're riding that wave really high, it is fantastic. But when you're riding that wave low, it can be really dark. And you have to remember those highs to keep yourself balanced for the lows.
When you started out, like, did you specifically want to work with celebrities, or was this kind of something that just happened?
I specifically set out to work with celebrities. I loved watching the red carpet, and I wanted to be the reason why they looked so good.
How difficult was it to kind of get your foot in the door? I mean, how competitive of an industry is this?
It's extremely competitive, and the difference is I moved here in 2003. I moved to Los Angeles in 2003. And when I started, I was working at a makeup counter for Stila Cosmetics. I got that job when I finished cosmetology school. There was no direct in to these agents, photographers, other makeup artists to assist to get my foot in the door that way. So it was really about meeting people at the makeup counter. And I slowly, I started working in Barney's in Beverly Hills. And I would go in there and work at the Stila counter. And I would just meet different people. And from there, I met a makeup artist who led me to his agent. And I started assisting. And then that got your foot in the door. But if you didn't come with any celebrities, they didn't want to take you. So it was a real catch 22. It was difficult. I took every single job that came my way, whether there was money or not. I assisted stylists in fashion. I assisted hairdressers. I assisted makeup artists. I just did whatever I could to be part of it because I just thought one day it'll be my big break. And it took about 5 years. It is a struggle. Like I said before, it's not for the faint of heart. You have to really want it. It has to be your dream. This can't just be something that you think, oh, that looks fun. I'll go do that. You have to really love it because there are ups and downs. And when you're riding that wave really high, it is fantastic. But when you're riding that wave low, it can be really dark. And you have to remember those highs to keep yourself balanced for the lows.
Is that normal, I guess, for getting into the industry in terms of like that's how people usually get in, this is how it usually takes? Or would you say that you're kind of an aberration one way or another?
I think that's how it used to happen. I know now I have people direct message me saying, I'd love to assist you if you ever need an extra set of hands. I would have loved that opportunity to reach out to these people and say, hey, I'm willing to work, because I was. So I don't know what the appropriate time to break in is. I know people that assisted a lot longer than me before they got their big break. I know people that are still doing the type of jobs I was doing when I was assisting, and they're completely happy. For me, I just kept thinking it was going to happen, and there was going to be something more. I don't know. Like I said, from age 14, I said this is what I was going to do, and it's like there was just something in my mind that I knew I was going to do it. And I also had that thing in my mind that was like, I have to prove to everybody that I really did it.
Earlier this morning, interviewed someone who's a goals and motivation researcher. She's like, the most successful people are people with slight chips on their shoulder. Gotta have a slight chip in the sense that, like, I'm gonna show them, I'm gonna show them all.
Yeah, it was like family members, high school counselors, all those people. I had to prove to them because when I went to my high school college counseling meetings and they asked me what I wanted to do, I told them I was going to go to Santa Barbara to do a year of city college and have a college experience, but I was going to move to Hollywood and I was going to do, hair and makeup for celebrities. And I said, I'm going to travel the world. And their response would say, well, you should have a backup plan. What's your backup plan? And I just said, there is no backup plan. This is what I will do. So yeah, I definitely had something to prove, I suppose.
How is working with a celebrity different than like working with another high-end client?
Yes, every job varies and every celebrity varies, and I think that one of the most important things about my job is understanding how to be around people, not just being good at what you do, but understanding how to read people, maybe what mood they're in, just sort of feeling the energy in the room and understanding when it's time to speak, when it's not time to speak. Some clients take you everywhere around the world with them. You're their only person. Some clients hire you just when they're in LA and then maybe they have their person in New York or, Europe or whatever. So, but usually once you're established with those clients, if they're around in town and they have things going on, you're going to be that person. There's not going to be that sort of competition. You really don't. It's like, okay, I don't know how to explain this. You really don't get a lot of praise. And even if you do want a lot of praise, you're going to kind of have to find it within yourself, because in the men's grooming world, we're not celebrated, I suppose, as much as maybe hairdressers or makeup artists that are working with females, because we're celebrating the makeup, right? We're celebrating the look. The thing about grooming a man is that you want to just present them as a good looking man, right? So it's not about what they have on. It's just they should just walk in and look good, and nobody's asking what they have on or why they look so good. They just do. So you really don't get that sort of shine. So you have to find it within yourself, and which maybe isn't for everybody, but it works for me. It works for me because I'm not somebody who likes to be center stage or any of those sort of things.